Hello and welcome to the next video of my LPL Spring 2023 preview series. We're going to cover Ultra Prime. Only 5 teams left overall. To get this done, I'm going to try and get all the recordings done today so I can take a day break or so. Last year, Ultra Prime went 9-23. Definitely were a disappointing team. I was hoping for more out of Elk. Elk was kind of just like 1v9 and couldn't get the job done. The LDL team went 23-17, so it was okay. One split they did really, really well. Radis, as a result, was promoted. Radis will be the head coach. He has no coaching experience in the 4 major regions at the highest level. He was a coach for J team in the PCS, however. The changes made by this team, Zoom is out. Zoom was here in summer in top lane. He is unemployed. Jungle, Hacker went to FPX. Ning was brought out of retirement. Yes, that Ning. Mid lane, Cryan is without a job. And King was brought in. King was on FPX Blaze last year. Bot lane, Doggo joins from BLG. Elk goes to BLG. So it's almost like a trade there. And then Baolan also comes out of retirement. In addition to Ning, Shaoxi is unemployed. So the players that left this team were not picked up by someone else. So I think that's pretty telling of how this roster was last year. Going into this season, the average age is 21.4 years old. I think all 3 top laners have an opportunity to start at some point this year. Nobody really has the job locked down. Harry at 21 years old. Excuse me. I'm trying to get this damn video done. So, at 21 years old, he put up a 4 KDA, 841 CS per minute, 59.2 KP. So those numbers are pretty good. Probably warrants a promotion. He did get an opportunity in a couple games at the end of the split. Gave him a look. And right now, he's listed as the starter. 508 damage per minute, 22 damage share, 12 champions in 37 games. Mind you, this is all at the LDL level in spring. In summer, he only played those 2 games in the LPL. He did not play any LDL games. I am always concerned by that. But nevertheless, his 3 most played in spring, Graves, Gwen, and Gnar. Behind him is ZS. ZS is right now listed as the sub on the team. At 20 years old, these stats are from the LPL in spring. Then he got demoted for Zoom. 2.4 KDA, 7.6 CS per minute, 50.3 KP. I could see why he was demoted. You've got a split push kill participation. You're not involved. You're not making things happen. And you're not farming. So if you're not doing either, yeah, maybe it is time to get demoted. 433 damage per minute, 21.5 damage share, 20.5 gold share, 10 champions in 24 games. Gragas, Gwen, and Renekton being his most played. So once again, another spring champion trio there. And then we have Allies. Allies also played in the LPL last year, but these stats are from the LDL in summer because he was demoted as well. Actually, if I recall correctly, ZS didn't play at all in summer. He and Harry combined for 2 games overall. It's like that in and of itself should be concerning, if you're a fan of Ultra Prime. Allies is 21 years old, 319 KDA, 843 CS per minute, 56.3 KP. Similar to how I feel about Harry, Allies probably is a slightly better than the LDL. Is he good enough to be in the LPL? He's in between, which is why I think there is a chance that he gets a look in the LPL if Harry does poorly. 573 damage per minute, 22.4 gold share, 8 champions, 30 games. Gnar, Gwen, Sejuani, his most played. In the jungle, we have Ning. These stats are from 2020, so take them with a grain of salt. 24 years old, 4.5 KDA, 5.5 CS per minute, 70 KP. 264 damage per minute, 11.7 damage share, 18.6 gold share, 3 solo kills in 41 games played 9 champions. Lee Sin, Volibear, and Set. I think Set really dates it for us, how long ago it was. Obviously, Ning had better days. Coming out of retirement after 2 years off is definitely a decision. Whisper was the starter in summer. Yeah, in summer for the LDL. The other jungler was for spring. That's why I had to make sure it wasn't backwards. 337 KDA, 51 CS per minute, 65 5 KP. So not as involved kill-wise and not farming as much as your average jungler. 363 damage per minute, 18.5 gold share, 9 champions, 29 games. Viego, Poppy, and Wukong. Yikai is the other jungler. His stats are very reminiscent of Whisper, so it's going to be interesting to see who they decide to start with in the LDL this year, because statistically both are pretty close. 416 KDA, 509 CS per minute, 63.6 KP, 281 damage per minute, 18 gold share, 5 champions, 27 games. That is the big difference. Half as many champions played. Xin Zhao, Viego, and Hecarim are his most played. In mid lane, we have King. At 20 years old, he's being brought up. I think this is more of a situation of people watching him play think that he's better than his stats say. I say it all the time, and I have some new people at the channel that are criticizing the way I do this. So, just to remind everybody that's new here, I don't watch Academy. I don't watch Amateur. I look at the stats, and I only make an opinion based off of those stats, and am more than willing to hear a scouting report in the comment section. And that's kind of the deal, because stats only tell a part of the story, but they do tell a part of the story. So that is consistent across the board. 412 KDA, 7.7 CS per minute, 70.5 KP. So on average, King is not a hefty player. That is not a lot of farm. 576 damage per minute, 21.2 gold share. If he plays that way in the LPL, he's not gonna make it through the split. Those numbers are awful. 7 champions in 10 games. Mind you, it was only 10 games. Vex, Silas, Talia. Behind him is Mirror. Mirror is not much better statistically. 318 KDA, 787 CS per minute, 66.9 KP. 687 damage per minute is a lot of damage though. So aggressive in that way. 21.7 gold share, 9 champions, 30 games. Silas, Rise, and Swain are his most played. Bot lane, we have Doggo. Probably the best player on the team. I think Doggo is actually pretty good and got wronged by BLG. At 19 years old, splitting time with Uzi, 3.9 KDA, 9.5 CS per minute, 65.8 KP. That is good. You know, average to good. At 19 years old, in one of the highest levels of play that you're going to find, like he should have been a starter all year. 627 damage per minute, 28.4 damage share, 23.8 gold share, 10 champions, 31 games. Callista, Aphelios, and Zeri are Doggo's most played. Behind him is Kellen. His numbers are a little scuffed, and we'll get into why. So a 377 KDA, 789 CS per minute, 65.3 KP. 528 damage per minute, 22.6 gold share, 7 champions, 24 games. So why are their numbers scuffed? Why is the CS per minute so low? Well, you'd think it was because of the Senna, but it wasn't. His most played champion was Tom Kench. So this team had Kellen and Rosie Love next to each other in summer, and they decided to give Kellen the Tom Kench, and Rosie Love the Senna. So Tom Kench, Callista, and Aphelios were his most played. In support, we have Baolan. Baolan at 23 years old. His last his last data set that was over 10 games was in spring of 2021. 2.8 KDA, 67.6 KP, 2.47 vision score per minute, cleared over 1 ward every 3 minutes, 6 champions in 13 games. Leona and Galio were the only 2 champions he played more than once. We'll see how he does. Similar to Ning, this team is all over the place. Mianu is the backup. Mianu was a sub in summer along with Shousey. At 21 years old, he really struggled. 1.8 KDA, 74.5 KP, 3 champions in 11 games. He only played Lulu, Renata, and Nami. Rosie Love, like I said, was the starter in summer for Ultra Prime Academy. 3.56 KDA, 71.4 KP, 11 champions in 22 games. That includes Senna and Amumu. Actually, half of his games, roughly, were 80 carries. We're looking at Senna and Ash when I say that. So he might have value down the stretch. I mean, long-term value as a player with the ability to play the 80 carries at a high level. Because right now that is what the meta is, right? 80 carry support. 1N is the 4th string support. These numbers are from 2021. 1.42 KDA, 56 KP, 3 champions, 11 games. Raul, Leona, Thresh. I doubt that they're going to force Rosie Love's hand. So, how do I feel about this team? This team's a mess. This is one of the bottom tier teams. I'm thinking of Team Wii when I look at this, of last year. And not the summer version. Like the summer version, it's very weird because you had Shie in there. Like, he's capable. And he's a little washed, but capable. And you look and you say Ning and Balan are coming off the bench here. They're coming off cold. They could be washed as well. Unproven commodities in the solo lanes that, honest to God, I don't know what's going to happen. But they have a good bot laner in Doggo. We have hope now. I mean, I don't think Ultra Prime... Really, I might have put them in average, and I probably shouldn't have. I should have put them in bad. The more I think about this, the more I look at the stats and everything afterwards, I probably should have done it that way, but whatever. Nevertheless, comment down below with your opinions on Ultra Prime. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube member. And thank you for watching.